Hello all. I want to start this year's Mat Notes. Well, first of all, I'd like to tell you what Mat Notes are. Um, Periodically throughout the year, we will send out interpretations and reminders for the wrestling coaches and officials so that everybody's on the same page. And we talk about interpretations of rules that maybe we get questions on throughout that week or previous weeks, and or some things that we need to cover as we get closer to the end of the season. So I welcome you to Mat Notes for week one. And today's Mat Notes, we are going to talk about legal and illegal mouth guards for braces, because that is something that I get asked almost every year. So I want to get it out there so that both coaches and officials are aware of what the rule is. And then we'll also talk about one of the new rule changes with regard to technical fall and near fall situations. But we'll start with Mat Notes here. And this is, or not Mat Notes, but the mouth cards for Mat Notes. This is the language from the rule book that talks about what is allowable for braces when wrestlers have orthodontic devices or braces. And if you see here, it talks about cover the teeth in all areas of the braces or special orthodontic devices. So we've taken this to the National Federation and asked for an interpretation over the years, and it comes back the same every year. So wanted to make sure you're aware. If you look at this one right here, this is a legal mouth guard because it does cover the teeth and the braces. This has some holes here for breathing, which some people say that is a concern during wrestling and heavy exertion. But this is somebody that has braces just on the top teeth. So they have a one-piece mouth guard that covers the teeth and braces on the top only. Now, if you have braces on the top and bottom, mouth guards such as these, or fitted mouth guards from a dentist or orthodontist would work as well. But they do need to completely cover the teeth and the braces if you're going to have braces, they're required. Now, the question that we get on a yearly basis are these strips that cover just the metal braces portion of the orthodontic devices. And the NFHS come back repeatedly and said, no, that these are not legal. These are illegal. And the primary concern for that is if they come unlodged and stay in the wrestler's mouth, they can become a choking hazard. So that's nothing new. It's just a reminder of what the rule is, and just so that everybody understands what you can and can't use with regard to mouth guards. We'll move next into the technical fall, Rule 5.11.4, and this is a change from in the past. And basically, the wording in this Article 4 is not great. We'll probably look at that as a rules committee and make some modifications just to make sure that it's a little bit more clear. But basically, it's saying if somebody earns enough points to have a 15-point advantage, which is constituted as a technical fall, then the match would be stopped once the defensive wrestler comes out of near fall criteria. So the conclusion of the near fall criteria is immediate, meaning that you would stop the match even if the offensive wrestler still has a pinning combination. And we'll go into this a little bit more, and I think a great example of this is a cradle. If you have a cradle, most of the time and in the past, the top wrestler has an advantage, puts them in near fall criteria, which is 45 degrees or less of the shoulders towards the mat. And they're counting consecutive counts. If they get 2 consecutive counts, they get 2 points. 3 consecutive counts, they get 3 points. And 4 consecutive points, they get 4 pounds. Now, the officials do not award these points until they come out of the near fall situation. In all other cases, they would not award the points if the wrestler is still in the same pinning combination. Say this wrestler comes out of near fall criteria, and this wrestler right here is only ahead by 3 or 4 points, or 1 point, whatever it is, or even behind. They don't award those near fall points until this cradle, in this situation, the cradle or hands would have to be broken, and this wrestler would have to come out of near fall criteria. So the official will not award the points until the top wrestler no longer has the pinning combination. And that is unless, and this is the new part, if in a 15-point advantage is a technical fall is earned before a defensive wrestler comes out of criteria and has the potential to score. So in this situation, once the defensive wrestler's shoulders or scapula are no longer meeting the criteria for near fall, which is 45 degrees, the match will be stopped immediately and the points awarded to the top wrestler, and any subsequent scoring would not be awarded as a technical fall would end the match. So in this situation, see the unless over here? She comes out of near fall criteria, and if these points that the top wrestler earned would give her a technical fall, the referee would stop the match and award the points and end the match for a technical fall. So after receiving a near fall criteria, if the points earned would result in technical fall, the match will end as soon as the near fall criteria is no longer met. Now we use a cradle, but it doesn't have to be a cradle. It can be any pinning combination that the top wrestler has. And again, the official will hold those points and not award them until they come out of that pinning combination, unless the points that they are going to award will result in a technical fall. Now, I've heard some feedback from some areas that are interpreting this incorrectly. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page with this. If in this situation a technical fall is earned, the match should be stopped when they come out of near fall criteria. I think I've gone into a lot of detail with that, but it's actually pretty easy to understand. So those are the mat notes for this week. And if you have any questions concerning these, please contact me and we'll take care of it. I want to thank everybody and have a good day.